Good morning kids. How are you all? So in the last class we learnt about transportation. Now today we are going to discuss about communication and means of communication. So what do you understand by this word communication? It is the art of giving, receiving and sharing of information, that is writing, talking, reading and listening. So this word is a Latin word which means to share. So we can also say that it is sharing of information. It includes sharing of ideas, concepts, imagination, behavior and written content. Now this is a definition for communication: the process of expressing ideas and feelings by speaking, writing or using other means is known as communication. So there are different ways of communication and these ways are known as means of communication. So here we are going to discuss about the different means of communication. Now before that, let's see communication in the past. Nowadays our communication has become very easy due to the use of mobile phones, cordless phones, emails and so on. But have you ever imagined how the prehistoric people used to communicate among themselves? So they used their body language and expressions to communicate among themselves. Now most of the people during the prehistoric period, they were cave dwellers. That means they used to live in caves. And here you can see a picture on the wall of cave. So they used to draw pictures of animals that they see around them. And this was one of their method of expressing their imagination. That is, they used drawings and different symbols to express themselves. Now later on they used drums, fires, smokes and whistles to communicate among themselves. After some years, they used different animals as a messenger to send message from one place to another. Now later on only people learned to read and write. So here you can see they used different animals as messenger to send message from one place to another. Now we are going to discuss about the different means of communication. So here you can see postal services, telephone and mobile phones, computers and mass media. So we will be discussing each one in detail. First, about the postal service. So nowadays in this modern period we have highly developed communication system. One of them is postal service. This is the system by which letters and parcels are sent through post office. Here you can see a logo and this is the Indian Post logo, the Bharatiya Dak. Here the postman collects letters and parcels from the post office and they deliver to us in our homes. Now do you know that India has the largest postal service in the world? Now kids, do you know when the first postal service was established in India? You can see the picture of first postal service that was established in Calcutta. Now it is known as Kolkata. And Warren Hastings, the Governor General of British East India Company, established this post to the people in March 1774. Now the postal department have introduced two internal value services, that is e-post and e-bill post. Now through e-post, electronic messages are booked at any post office and then they are downloaded at any identified post office and then they are converted as hard copies and it is delivered to the recipients. Now the e-bill post is a service through which customers can pay their bills like telephone bills, electricity bills, water supply bill and so on. Now the speed post and courier are the fastest ways of sending letters and documents. Now do you know the first speed post was introduced in 1st August 1986. So here the speed post means the letters, documents and parcels are delivered within a time frame. So this was about the postal services. Now the next means of communication is telephone. So what is a telephone? It is a device that allows two or more people to have a conversation when they are very far away. So this is a picture of Alexander Graham Bell, who invented telephone in 1876. Nowadays we have mobile phones and it has become one of the main important means of communication. Now some of these mobile phones have inbuilt computers, cameras, video cameras, and these mobile phones are known as smartphones. So this is a definition of telephone. So a telephone is a device that permits two or more users to conduct a conversation when they are very far away. Next means of communication is computers. So we know that it is an electronic device which we use to make our work easier and faster. Nowadays we can see computers everywhere and it has become a daily part of our life. Now, do you know who originated the concept of computers? Yes, it is Charles Babbage. So he was an English mechanical engineer. Now we all know that computers are used everywhere in schools, colleges, shops, airports, railway stations, hospitals, everywhere. With computers we can type documents, we can send emails, we can play games, browse the web and many other things. Computers are also used in aeroplanes, ships and cars. These are used to find out the locations and also they gives us information about the fuel usage and temperature of engines. So these were few functions of computers. Next means of communication is mass media. So what do you understand by this mass media? Mass media is the communication of information from a person or a group of person or from an organization to a large group of people at the same time. That's the definition of mass media. In mass media, we have different means of mass media. They are newspapers, magazines, television, radio and internet. So the first one, you can see newspaper. They brings us lots of news and information all around the world in a printed form. They also cover various fields like politics, sports, arts, articles, cartoons and weather forecast and many other things. The next one is radio. Here the information is conveyed through air or space, that is without wiring. Here we can hear the programs like news, live telecast of some cultural events, interviews and so on. Next one is television. It is one of the most popular means of communication. Here it enables us to watch live news, live sports event or cultural events. The next one is internet. So internet stands for interconnected network. That is, internet is a global wide area network that connects computer systems all across the world. For example, web. It consists of billions of web pages and we can view this page through web browser. The next one is emails, the most common method of sending and receiving messages online. So these were the different means of mass media. That's all for today. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you.